This is QTV News. I am Umudu Gajiga and thanks for joining us. Coming up tonight, the TRRC hears from a witness who alleged severe torture at the hands of the NIA. A Belgian Navy ship docked in Banjul with gifts from Ostend, which is twinned with the Gambian capital. The Senegalo-Gambian network of women entrepreneurs commemorates and celebrates its second anniversary. For more on these and other stories, stay tuned. Welcome and thanks for joining us. This is QTV News. On April 14, 2016, victim Nogoinjai said the NIA broke her hand and dislocated her shoulder when she was arrested and tortured. Nogoinjai made the startling revelations while testifying at the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission on Tuesday. Babukarsi has more.
Nogoinjai recalled the incident of April 2016 when she and other UDP members were arrested at Westfield by the paramilitary officers. According to her, she was at Westfield to buy tablets for her sick mother and saw Solo Sandeng and others marching and holding banners. As the PIU officers were arresting the demonstrators, Nogoi said she was also arrested and taken to the PIU headquarters. She said former KMC Mayor Yankuba Koli accused them of plotting a coup. The info, which was also passed on to the former Interior Minister Usman Sonko, who visited them at the PIU headquarters. She further alleged that even though she denied at the NIA that she was not part of the protest, she said she was taken to a dark room suspected to be Bambadinka, where she was tortured mercilessly.
He did his hands like this and told the boys, come and hold her from the back. They came and held my hands backwards. Up to this now this hand doesn't stretch back. Because when the hand was being forced back, I suffered a dislocation. That time the hand was like this. His hand was like this, and he said, look at me. So with both hands, he hit me from both sides of my cheeks at the same time. He held my finger. He turned it and it broke.
After the torture, Nogoinjai said she sustained injuries on her entire body and was in constant pain. She added that the same treatment was done to Solo Sandeng, Fatu Kamara and others. From Mile 2, she said she and other detainees were transferred to Janjambure prisons where they spent a month under hard conditions before being sentenced to 3 years in prison. As a result of severe torture meted on her, she said she is still suffering from pain and still haven't recovered and rely on family and friends for help.
Those balo kono dimo bije mi warta aduna dimbayal fanan ila baluo Kenya abele titale ko suntela dimbayal man kuma long e man feto fata ngamin samfan ka fengo sa wultan ni fente fango adu dungulun ka sangay wala nya.
Well, what I can say at this moment about the impact, it's too much because my health was completely destroyed, my business destroyed, because what happened to me up to this very moment, I still feel pain in my body.
Nogoinjai and her co-detainees were released from prison after the change of government in December 2016. Babukarsi, QTV News.
A Belgian Command and Logistics Navy ship, the A960, got here over the weekend, delivered goods at the city of Banjul, sent from the coastal city of Ostend, a Belgian city twinned with Banjul. Malik Nyang reports.
The Belgian Navy ship, the A960 Godetia, docked in Banjul during the Operation Maritime Capacity Building 2019. The items delivered included salt tablets, musical instruments, spectacles, and agricultural products. The aim is to strengthen the friendly ties between the two cities. Speaking at the press briefing, Gert Lennon, the ship's commander, speaks about their mission. Commander Lennon also explains more about some of the donated items. The Banjul-Ostend city relationship started over 15 years ago. According to the coordinator of the Banjul-Ostend City Link, Usman Job, the relationship is based on mutual understanding, respect and reciprocity. The consul for the Kingdom of Belgium, Per Elem Sarr, said the friendly ties between the two cities will continue to flourish, and he further set his expectations towards the items received. Commander Lennon said the Belgian Navy is happy to support local initiatives in Banjul and to reinforce the relationship with the Gambian people. The items were received by Omar B.J. Toure, the Deputy Mayor of Banjul, who on behalf of the Lord Mayor gave a vote of thanks and appreciation of the gesture. Malik Nyang for QTV News.
Business women from the Gambia and Senegal commemorate a 2-year anniversary of the Senegalo-Gambian network of women entrepreneurs and leaders. The event was also used to highlight the dangers of breast cancer. Aisa Janj reports.
The event was celebrated on the 26th October this year with a blood bank drive, and the opportunity was used to sensitize on cervical cancer as we are in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Aja Mariama Aduletsi, Vice President of the Network of Women Entrepreneurs and Leaders, says the Senegalo-Gambian networks on joint venturing, coaching, training and mentoring of Senegambian women, entrepreneurs and leaders. She gives a brief explanation on projects the association has embarked on.
We have done a lot of projects. We have, the main project we started with was how we could empower the youths and the women by training, capacity building. We capacitize them. We are building their capacities. We are doing them training in risk management, in financial management, in local cereal packaging. We are training them in customer care, and we are training them in customer service. We are training them ways to make their business work and how they get access to funds.
She further explains that the association, through its calabash donation, assists sectors of society in development and has aided members of the association in emergency situations.
Our responsibilities in the social sector, which is we are helping madrasas to improve themselves, improve their conditions, because madrasas are our children, you know, and Islam is a very good way of bringing disciplined children into the real world. We are helping our own women colleagues if they have a problem, like you saw today our calabash. We have collected funds for somebody whose house has fallen, and we are going to help her build it.
President of Senegalo-Gambian Network of Women Entrepreneurs and Leaders, Zeyda Musukorombai, speaks on a healthcare service called Mutuelle de Santé, available to members of the association.
Mutuelle de Santé bi ni ñu koy defee yow jigéen ji bu fekkee sa yaram dafa naqari.
Mutuelle de Santé applies when a woman who is ill with a medical bill of 2,000, for example, 1,800 will be paid by our association, meaning you only pay 200. It is currently operating in Senegal with a membership of over 300 people. This service is possible because of the collective donations we put aside for emergencies. A few Gambian members have benefited from the service in Senegal, and efforts are being made for the service to be available in Gambia.
Maimuna Balde, representative for the First Lady of the Gambia, Saja Barrow, shared her appreciation for the association, stressing that the Gambia and Senegal are one nation. She extends much support from the Gambian government towards women empowerment. A blood bank staff member from Serekunda Hospital, Kausu Jaite, warmly thanked the association for their relentless efforts in organizing blood bank drives. He elaborates on the importance of donating blood.
The importance of blood donation cannot be overemphasized. One of the most important components of our healthcare delivery service is blood transfusion. Blood transfusion is across all sectors. Women in labor, they need it. Accident, we need it. We need it in our ward because we do have some patients that come with severe anemia and they need to be transferred in order to save their life.
Women were sensitized on cervical cancer and also urged to take up the opportunity available at the event to register for mammograms. For QTV News, I am Aisha Jain.
The Gambia Bankers Association celebrated its third annual Bankers Day at Q City on Sunday with the theme Private Sector Participation in Development. The event brought together key stakeholders in the banking sector, government and other financial institutions. Jenna Bosonko was there and this is her report.
The event was an opportunity to interact informally and to be informed of the achievements of the institution and the associations. Speaking at the event, the president of the Gambia Bankers Association, Noha Marena, says the Gambia Bankers Association has resumed participation in the activities of the West Africa Bankers Association, the regional body, after a 5-year absence. He further spoke about other successes registered.
The activities of the Gambia Bankers Association over the last year has been quite coherent, impressive and successful. During the year, the GBA, the Gambia Bankers Association, made significant strides towards achieving its objectives. One of these is the establishment of a standalone institute, as I just discussed. We have also turned our financial performance around from a heavily indebted association to one that seamlessly meets its financial obligations without resorting to bank loans and overdrafts.
On behalf of the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Trade, Lamin Job, welcomed the new members of the Bankers Association. He stressed that the next 2 years will be critical as they embark on a collective journey to enhance the work of the financial services industry and to strengthen leadership roles of the banking sector in developing the capital market.
The theme of this occasion is private sector participation in national development and provides an opportunity to reflect and take stock of where we are coming from and, importantly, where we are heading. As players in the financial services sector, we have the opportunity to transform and to make banking an industry where all people have a fair and equitable opportunity to participate meaningfully, regardless of tribe, gender, age, disability, geographical region, or social class.
The speeches were followed by a gala dinner and entertainment from various Gambian artists. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jenna Bosonko.
We will go with a short commercial break. When we return, we hear about the signing of an important conservation park between the Gambia and Senegal. And as we approach the end of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we look at 2 events in commemoration. Do stay tuned.
Why wouldn't you? When you get to enjoy a massive 50% reduction on your pay-as-you-go data tariff. You know you get to enjoy such amazing discounts with QCell's fantastic network. Enjoy our reduced pay-as-you-go data tariff every day from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. No subscription, no validity period. Simply recharge your account and off you go. QCell, the Gambia's quality network.
With so many things to do in a single day, it's important to have a network you can trust. When there's family and friends to connect with and business calls to make, you need a network that is reliable and fast. Talk longer, browse faster, go farther, and roam wider. When your network is solid, the world is your oyster. QCell, your trusted network in the Gambia.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This is QTV News. A signing ceremony of a charter between All Gambia Forestry Platform and Forum Pakao Walilu Lai from Sejo region of Senegal was held on Monday. The signing was for the preservation and enhancement of natural resources such as forestry and fisheries in the Gambia and southern Senegal. Aisha Jain reports.
The Charter Makamarandan brings together 9 municipalities of the Sedu region of Senegal and local communities in the West Coast, Lower River, Central River and Upper River region of the Gambia. Regional Forestry Officer in Senegal, Shirif Cisse, says one of the objectives of the union is sharing of tools, knowledge and experiences of integrated management of forest, river and marine ecosystems. He further mentioned other objectives.
The
objective is to develop a strategy of harmonized, equitable and sustainable participatory management in the territories of Pakao and the Gambia. Also to facilitate liaison with grassroots communities in the territories of intervention, to support local communities to live better in territorial areas, and to improve the daily lives of local communities and contribute to the preservation of forest, river and maritime resources.
President of the All Gambia Forestry Platform, Sekou Janko, says his organization preserves community forestry, minimizes land degradation and sea pollution. He says one of the main purposes of the union, apart from facilitating trade between the two countries, is to manage bushfires. Vice President of the Traditional Healers Assembly, Malang Kujabi, says the importance of the union cannot be overemphasized, considering the unsustainable and uncontrolled resource extraction from our forests. He adds that as a traditional healer, this deeply affects his work.
If we do not protect the forest, we, the traditional healers, will no longer make progress in our work because there will come a time when we will have to go all the way to either Senegal or Casamas to get certain herbs. Our healing depends heavily on the forest. This is why the Association of Traditional Healers are making sure the forests are protected to the extent that whatever medicine we need from the forest is available here in the Gambia.
Tangi Fish Processing Site and traditional medical clinics, amongst others. The union is open to new members and is based on voluntary membership. For QTV News, I am Aisha Jain.
A seminar to educate young people, particularly girls, on reducing the stigma of breast cancer was organized by Impact Youth in partnership with Universal Care of African Foundation. Mam Jara Sise has more.
The month of October is dedicated to highlighting awareness of breast cancer, the second leading cause of cancer deaths among women after lung cancer. Due to these factors, Impact Youth Africa, IYA, in collaboration with Universal Care for Africa Foundation and the Young African Leaders Initiative, invited young people from different schools to educate them about the harmful effects and precautionary measures of breast cancer. The signs and symptoms of breast cancer include changes in the nipple of the female's breast, redness or pitting of the skin over the breast lumps, and thickening, amongst others. Dr. Binta Kinte of Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital explains the symptoms.
Breast cancers usually will have lump. Like there will be a cell, abnormal cell that will multiply, but it will end up making a mass. That is the lump. So if you are examining your breast monthly, if there is any changes, you will see that there is a mass in your breast. Or before even seeing the mass, you can see changes in your breast. You can see that there is a color change in the breast. Your breast, the color have changed. Maybe it is red, and you can see dimple, maybe like a depression on your breast, which is not normal. You will usually see those ones. And sometimes if you press the nipple, there will be discharges from the nipple. And without breastfeeding, usually our nipples don't discharge.
Early detection is a key for early treatment, which promotes better survival rates. Dr. Kinte further explains the preventive methods of dealing with breast cancer.
We have risk factors. Risk factors will, with the risk factors, you can say that X is more likable to have this disease, but it doesn't mean that with those risk factors you're going to have the disease. But with the risk factors, we have a simple breast examination can help, and we have screening also with mammography. But the simple breast examination will take you less than 15 minutes for you to be done. With that, you will detect any changes. But with mammography, it will tell you, if you do that one, is a screening with energy, X-rays, they will see any changes. If there is any changes in the breast, you will see that one also.
Breast cancer can also spread to other parts of the body, such as the liver, lungs, muscles, bones, and the brain. Data shows that women who drink alcohol and smoke are at higher risk of getting breast cancer. Reporting for QTV News, I am Mamjara Asise.
Cancer Associations League, the Gambia, on Saturday conducted a fundraising gala dinner and a night of fashion in commemorating Cancer Awareness Month. Ajibintu Drame has more details.
The month of October is called Pink October to signify the fight against cancer and create awareness of those battling with cancer. The Gambia's Cancer Association League marked the occasion with a gala dinner and a night of fashion, a first for the association. The event commenced with acoustic music and live band along with a buffet. Ajikumba Dafe, a member of the Cancer Association League, thanked partners and expressed gratitude for attending and supporting the fight against cancer, adding that after tonight, she hopes that they will be able to tap funds to get a mammogram machine. She urged government and organizations to make women's health a priority. She explains what they hope to achieve after the event.
We want to bring awareness to this disease, and also we want to advocate for a mammogram comprehensive cancer plan in the Gambia. And we're saying that there has to be a cancer clinic here where everything that women or anybody needs that has cancer to get treated, from an ultrasound machine, from a radiation machine to a mammogram machine. Because as we know, now if you're 35 years, it's routine test that every year you get tested for mammogram for breast cancer. So we're saying that women in this country deserve it. It's a right.
However, the turnout was not encouraging. Ajikumba Dafe urged people to come out and support before it's too late and hopes that in the future it will be a different story.
Sometimes we're not very passionate about certain things, and as a people sometimes also we're not supporting something until it happens to us, and now that we become a champion for it. So hopefully, as the awareness is going, as this league is becoming very stronger, we will be able to reach everybody and to be able to do more fundraising in the future.
Ida Silla from Senegal came to show her support. She adds that women need to come together not only to fight against cancer, but be in the forefront. Ida went on to say that they should check themselves and encourages them to go for checkups.
I'm very happy as a Senegalese to see Gambians come together in the fight against breast cancer. I have witnessed, being a member of Awaka and being a friend of Ajida Faye, Gambians coming to Senegal, and when they come, it's too late. Like Ajikumba said earlier, when they come to die.
Sol Sow from Capital FM and Jollof Arts says this is a worthy cause and one of the most important events. He applauds the league for such initiative. Sol also urges everyone, both male and female, to go for checkups. Ajibintu Drame, QTV News.
The International Center for Transitional Justice over the weekend launched an album and short film. The purpose was to unite youth through arts and music. QTV's Bubakar Fati was at the event, and this is his report.
The International Center for Transitional Justice work with the Ministry of Justice to ensure human rights abuses and repression are addressed. The ICTJ work with victims, civil society groups, national and international organizations to ensure reparation for victims in the fight for the rights and dignity of victims. The ICTJ supports the government of the Gambia and civil society to diverse and implement a credible and inclusive transitional justice process. In December 2018, the ICTJ established a youth movement, Our Nation, Our Voice, to engage Gambian youths in the justice process. The movement consists of young Gambians, including artists, activists, and ICTJ advocates. The aim of the movement is to bring forward the voice of Gambian youths through music, arts, and other entertainment sectors by making sure ideas, concerns, and experience of the youth across the country are heard. Chernogay, Youth Empowerment Officer at the TRRC and a poet, talks about the aim of the movement, Our Nation, Our Voice.
Movement is to make sure that the Gambian people realize that power resides in them as people, and if they have a government that they don't want, they can change it because they made the government. And for them to realize that what happened in the past 22 years, they played a part in it, because if they wanted Jammeh to go out, all they had to do was do what they did in December 2016. That is not vote for him, vote for someone else. So therefore, we will not want to see anything that happened before to come and happen again. If Barrow misbehaves, or whoever the president is, if he comes next time, don't vote for him. Not just the president, but your National Assembly member, your local councillors, any of them who is not doing what is expected and required of them as public officers, then you can vote them out because you put them there in the first place.
He further talks about his experience working with the movement.
So what I've learned as an individual is that to change this country, we need to be able to communicate to the ordinary citizen, not just the educated, elite people, university students, people who are educated, but the farmer in Jawara, you know, the person, the carpenter, the mechanic in the local villages, in the smallest part of this country. We need to be able to sit with these people and have a conversation about their standing in this country, their rights, the power they hold, and the stake they have in the national cake.
Lala Toure, a youth activist, women's affairs officer at the TRRC, and also a poet, talks about the effort they are making to spread the message of transitional justice.
So far, we've done a lot as members of the Our Nation, Our Voice movement. Earlier this year, we went on a youth caravan and we traveled across the length and breadth of this country. We met with young people, had a dialogue with them, engaged them on the ongoing transitional justice process that we have and the reforms that we have going on right now, and on the need for young people to take ownership of the transitional justice process.
The coordinator of the movement, Our Nation, Our Voice, Omar Saibo Kamara, explains the effort by the team members to raise awareness of transitional justice in the country. Babakar Fati reporting for QTV News.
Before we end this bulletin of the news, let's have a quick look at our main news stories. The TRRC hears from a witness who alleged severe torture at the hands of the NIA. A Belgian Navy ship docked in Banjul with gifts from Ostend, which is twinned with the Gambian capital. The Senegalo-Gambian network of women entrepreneurs commemorates and celebrates its second anniversary. That's all we have for you in this edition of the news. Join us tomorrow for more news. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.